Sometimes we feel like, the sales is just getting stale. It's not the same as it was before. I'm losing my joy from selling. If you're feeling this way, I got an idea that I can definitely say worked for me and hopefully it can help you out. Check it out. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist Podcast. I'm your host, Donald C. Kelly, the Sales Evangelist, and I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. On this episode today, we're going to be talking about how we can find the joy in selling. And if this is your first time listening to our podcast, please subscribe. I'll make sure to drop you a new piece of nugget every single time we drop a new episode like this one. Now, if you've been listening for a minute, I ask you to take this link and share it with one other person that could benefit from this. But let me give you this context of where we're coming from. There's a salesperson I was asking, I feel like I'm losing my joy for sales. It's just a grind. It's just getting up and doing the same thing over and over. And I'm losing my passion. I don't have that excitement like I once did for it. I'm looking for a new gig. Well, I want to tell you something. The game of sales has definitely evolved and changed. And I feel more and more sellers are going to feel this way. Especially you're probably feeling more so it's the burnout. And let me just give you the reality of the situation. This is from conversation with sales leaders and people that I coach. It is tougher than ever to do the band-based, the volume-based selling where we're sending out tons of email. If you do that, the first off, you know this, and I talk about it on every episode, your domain's going to get burnt. And what does that mean? Means that when you send email, majority of them are going to start going to spam because your users are saying this is spam. Google is recognizing it as spam because you're sending such a large quantity. And your main domain, your company domain, such as brightwire.com, saying that's your company domain, that will be bad. So then now, whenever anyone from your company starts sending email, Google is like, that company is sending garbage, therefore they're spammers, and you're not going to have that deliverability, and you don't want that. So the signs have changed. We've talked about this on past episodes, so I'm not going to press deep on that. But I tell you what's happening is that because it's becoming more stringent and difficult, we're finding more people with this fall off where they're not having the excitement. I mean, think about it. As a salesperson, we love to win. And the economy isn't helping at all because, yes, there are some people who are being more conservative with their spending. So if this is the case and you have all of and the fact is that it's just harder to buy because of the economy, more and more people are part of the process and they're being stringent. So you can't get a hold of people. The ones you do get in front of, it's tougher because they're not spending as much. And if they do spend, it's very difficult. So you're not getting the wins that you desire or used to in the past. So therefore, it's not being as successful and fun as it was back then. So what can I do to make sure I bring that fun back, the joy in selling? Well, I have several ideas that I want to tell you about. The first one, it develops your why. Like, it doesn't matter how much money you've made, you have to have a why. This is going to be the core purpose that gets you up out of bed. And the why evolves. So, for instance, mine at one point, I've talked about this, our family was homeless at one point. We didn't have our own place. We're living with people and sleeping on couches and so forth. The thing that I found beneficial for me was figuring out a reason for me to get up every single day and go to do my job. It was because I wanted to be able to achieve a level of success that I didn't have to live in a situation like that again. And it made me it pushed me to get up and to do that every single day. I had a purpose. It wasn't just me. It was because I wanted to help extend that benefit to my family. My extended family, which was my immediate family, which was my mom and brother and sister, and then now towards my new immediate family, which is my wife and my kids. I want to take care of them. So that pushes and propels me every single day. You got to have that purpose. Now, the other side of that is that you probably could have other reasons behind that purpose, right? You may be able to want to just get maybe a certain type of vehicle, and maybe you have the material things, and you've gotten that far, and you don't want to get you need any more material things. But look outside and see what else you can do. Travel. Have you been able to travel the world? Have you been able to enjoy certain things? And the key, I think, for many of us who are potentially, maybe you don't have a family yet, so I think this evolves based on your age. Like right now, I want to spend time and experience with my family. So that's going to be traveling. That's going to be going places, enjoying things with them. And some of that stuff, a lot of that stuff requires me to have some change in the pocket to be able to do that. So your why evolves. So maybe you're single, you want to get that car, go ahead and get that car. You're getting the Beamer, you're getting the Maserati, whatever you want to get. That's your why, it pushes you. It's something that propels you forward. Then you make next stage. Maybe you want to get married and you want to take care of your girl or in this case, if you're female, you want to take care of your husband, you want to enjoy stuff together and do some of the finer things before you have kids, so be it. Then you have kids and you want to get a nice house and so forth. Have that why that keep pushing you towards getting that next thing, that end. And if you have that, I'm telling you, that helps so much. The other side of this is making it a game and making it fun. Like number two. So number two is making it fun and making it a game. So what I looked at with sales was if I could accomplish different levels of my career, then that's going to be great. So the first part was obviously it's going to be some of the things like, generating some money. And then the next thing was now I wanted to make my career. I wanted to get a certain level in my career. I was a BDR and then I wanted to get to an account executive. Maybe you want to get to senior account executive. Maybe you want to get to the sales director, sales manager, or VP of sales. Maybe you want to go work for a company where you're going to be part of the startup team, and you're going to help develop this. You're going to help develop the company's outreach model, and you're helping to develop and bring something to pass. Like if that's the case, then this is awesome. You have that side, that push that you can definitely do. And it's the next level. For me, I wanted to get to the different phases. And then for me, coming to a point where our podcast started doing well as I was coaching and working with individuals on the side. I knew that's something that I wanted to do, and I wanted to develop that company, and that drove me. So right now with my company, I'm working more hours than I would if I did a 9 to 5. Why? Because it's something that I really enjoy. I like to be able to do the podcast. I like to be able to do meeting with some of our clients. I like to be able to speak. I like to do some of those things. I like to develop some of those concepts and the vision. So it drives me and propels me. So I'm still in sales because I'm selling. About 60% of my day is still selling stuff. I do have people that can deliver some of our content. But especially with us starting a new company, Blue Mango Studios, that's a sales portion, and I do a lot of sales with that, and it's fun and it's love. I love that. So finding that joy, not so much the why. We did the why already, but this is more of like, what is the thing that I could look forward to? What is the milestone that I could set that's going to help me to be able to accomplish my next level? And some people, some of the things maybe it's a revenue number. Perhaps you've not hit a certain revenue number for a company before. You want to hit that. That's fun. Maybe it's you want to get a certain number of dollars for you. So again, that's fun. You want to bring home a W-2 and then be able to bring home 200,000, 200,000, 300,000. That's the case. 400, 5. If you want to do that, then you can do that. That's a possibility. 7-figure, you can do that as well. But it's a milestone that you must set towards that. And then the final piece is maybe an exit strategy. Perhaps you want to be able to exit sales with a certain amount of money because you want to go buy a small business or you want to do something else. But having that helps to propel you forward. So it's making it fun, making it that you have milestones and things that you work towards are great. The next thing that I would say is the people. I found that working with the right people helps. So the easy way you can find this as well is to go into your network and ask some of the people who are doing in your fields or in different fields. Like, hey, I'm looking for my next new gig. Anything that you recommend? Because people that you enjoy working with, people that you enjoy having fun with, I mean, if you can work in an organization with them, I mean, that's going to be fantastic. So don't sleep on your network. Ask your network and be vulnerable sometimes and ask people. You'll be amazed what can happen. Number 4 is one that I feel is also a big one, is being involved in industries, transformative industries you can really rally behind. So right now, some of the transformative industries that may be out there, certain things in AI, certain things in robotics, certain things in in medical, certain things when it comes to certain SaaS softwares, not so much SaaS. SaaS is an interesting world right now because you have tools that can replace some SaaS, but you find that it's certain SaaS industries are taking off, and it's almost like blue ocean. Things that are tied with AI when it comes to the SaaS world is big. Another big one that's getting me really excited, I mean, actually it's tempting, is agentic. Like looking at some of the companies that are selling things relative to agentic, like that is really transformative. And the key thing with those transformative is exciting. You don't have a lot of people in that world that's going to be, competing with you, sellers who may know that those businesses. So you get in there early, and then also the opportunity for the upside because there's a wide market. I'll give you an example. One of my clients right now, he is looking for applying to a company. I won't give you all the details, but they are changing the way that we do your website is discovered. The cool thing about that, and it's all tied with agentic, They are one of few companies in that. So it's wide open field that that's going after. So there's an opportunity there because it's a wide open field. There's opportunity to generate money. It is a fun new space because you're learning something new, and it's exciting. It's transformative the way it's transforming business in the world. And then the other part to that too is that there's some pretty cool people that he could work with. All of those things combined together make it super exciting. So it's important for you to be able to find that transformative industry. Find something that's going to be exciting, and that's going to make it fun. The final thing a couple more things I'll tell you is, ultimately, is not everyone can't, like, you have to keep control of your own destiny. Like, people just can't make you feel happy. They can't make you feel excited. You have to take control of that. And when I say you, it's not just the salesperson. It is you. It is you every single day. So it's Donald Kelly has to take control of his life and can't be subjective to say, well, I'm just doing this for a job, or it's just going to be this. That's a waste. You think about how much time you have on this planet. You probably have like 80, maybe if you're doing really good, 90, 100 years. Let's say that. And you want to waste a bunch of that time just to do something that you don't enjoy, don't find fulfillment in. You take control of it. You make fulfillment. If you want to go read a good book, read Viktor Frankl's book, The Man's Search for Meaning, or The Man's Search for Happiness. Am I saying that right? Guys, in the show notes, put the right title. But the point, though, that Viktor goes into is just like, you have control of this. You literally do. It's no one else. No matter how much your boss is a jerk, then you have control. You're in a free country. Go find a new job that you can have that. And the biggest component that I'll tell you, the best time to find a job is when you have a job. That is the most, so if you're miserable right now, do it. Take some of these advice I gave you and find something that has more of meaning and more joy. Now, I'm not going to tell you that that's going to be easy. So let's clarify that. You're going to have to dig. And if you're going to find a job, it's going to have to take work. You're going to have to be creative. But your network probably could really help you to be able to get something more. So anyways, I hope this gave you something. The question came because someone was sharing this question. They're not finding joy. And I'm just telling you, it doesn't depend. And maybe the joy is not going to come from sales. Maybe you've tapped out of sales already. And I know I hate to say this, but maybe you want to go do something else, find a different industry altogether. Maybe it's nonprofit. Maybe it's something else where you can, really have some deeper impacts. And if that's the case, then do it. Maybe coach Little League for a while or something. You got money, and that's okay. But do something that you take control of. You do something that's going to be meaningful, and that's the key. Now, I want you to thrive. I want you to succeed. Whatever you do, you have control of your future. Don't give that up to anyone else. As a recap, 1, develop a why. Number 2, make sure you set some milestones that you can work towards and things that can help make it fun, whether it's career, financial, or perhaps it's going to be an exit strategy that you're working towards. Number 3, I want you to be able to find the right people that you can work around. Number 4, make sure you take control of find transformative industry. Number 4, you want to take control of your destiny. Don't give it up to anyone else. And the best time to find a job right now is when you have a job. Check this out. I'm telling you, it works. It gives you the happiness and fulfillment that you desire. As always, I want you to thrive. I want you to succeed. But most importantly, I want you to raise your level of thinking. I want you to go out and do big things. See you on the next one.